G'day everybody. Alright, it's time to sort out some more of the crystals. I've got a little bit more order come in. Slowly been getting orders. Only poured a little bit at a time, so slowly bringing it up so I can just go boom, 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 boom. And so sometimes when you're on welfare, you might take a few months to make a project like that and stuff like that, as it did with me to save up, slowly buying things over the years. A lot of my stuff's old. It took a while to save up. I've able to got some help from family when it comes to things and money and jobs, and I've also worked a little myself on when cystic fibrosis was good for a long period of time, right? And I was capable of working. But anyway, not until recently, it's all died down. It could be got to do with not having a job and depressed and new ways of thinking and all that can make your health worse, besides the weather and CF and how it all works. It's very odd, but it makes it worse when you suffer in the things you need when it comes to your health, what you're meant to eat, how many litres of milk. I don't get all that diet. I can't supply all that without losing out in other areas, right? And so what I do is I do my best in all areas and stretch everything out the best I can. But like we all do, we get in a lot of debt in certain areas. And so you got to make sure that wherever you spend money where you shouldn't, but it helps you heal, helps you connect, helps you become something different, you better hope that it helps you gain money as well, because everything's about money, isn't it? Otherwise, we all just slowly just get into debt that we won't be able to get out of if you keep repeating the same things that you were doing that was going on, that you're wasting, like wasting money, not wasting food, wasting all sorts of resources, not stretching your money in the right areas. To do the best and complaining in the right areas when it comes to inflation and stuff like that, to fix things in your life, and which is what I'm doing and what we're all doing in certain areas to try to refigure our life. And the government prints up new money. Hopefully they do the good choices as well. Otherwise we have the constant failure of what we see around the world in that area too. So hopefully we all move on and get better, and that's what we're doing. And so I just want to talk about the crystals and how I did orders, and there's small orders and stuff like that when I get the last and the end of things. And one of them was a mixture, where you got a mixture of, it was cheaper to get a whole mixture because you got a whole heap of them than to buy them just by themselves in certain areas, and it was half the price, right? So I got a mixture hoping that I can get about a mixture of them instead of buying them by themselves, right? I got a good deal on it. But in this mixture, it was just mainly moons. So that's what I got with the moons, stars, right? And then I only got 3 crosses. And I was hoping to get a few more crosses, but I got 3 of them in there. And I've still got, I got some hearts. It was not many hearts. I think it was this bag. It was one of these bags. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this bag here, am I right? They're the hearts that I got. But that's okay, because I had plenty of hearts, so I wasn't too disappointed. But that's how that mixture went with hearts, moons, stars, and crosses. So what I'm going to do, because I wanted some more crosses, I'm happy with that amount of stars at the moment. I've got a shitload of moons, so I can make a moon thing out of that with a lot of moon shapes, I think. I want to get some more crosses because I wanted a few crosses for a few different things. So I'm just going to order a whole bunch of crosses and just have to order that one thing and not worry about all the separate. When you order just 10 of these, when you can get 30 of them, right? That's how it rolls sometimes with the price. That's why I did that order, but you don't know what you get. But anyway, that's that. And so I'm just quickly sorting out the last bit. Now I talked about how I went from ordering these type, how they show you. So I went back to the same seller, so they get the same lot again, a little bit more of them I needed. I would have preferred to have 2 bags, but they weren't as cheap. They went up a couple more bucks per bag, so it would have been sort of how I got a good deal. I think it was down to $7 something, so it was $14 a kilo. They're up to nearly $11 per each, so it's $22 a kilo. So that's the difference. So you don't always get good deals, but you get the same ones until I wait till they get cheaper again. I reordered through the same person, and I got the good deal on this. This was only $8, I think, for the whole kilo, which is like I'm talking about. You get the good deal. They can go up just as dear as them, not more. Depends on the rocks too. They do have different prices on the crystal value. And these guys here are $7 for a whole kilo. And it saves you breaking up them. So if you're going to break them up, it's best to get these already cleaned up. And it's the weight. You know, you get a lot of powder when you break them to use the final one. I was hoping the final one, when I ordered these, they'll come, I was thinking like that size. or a bit smaller and half that, kind of thing. But they come like that. I'm like, oh, but there you go, fine. They were really fine. It's hard to tell if they'll actually come as what they say and all that kind of thing. But anyway, the price was cool. I was going to have to use them. I was hoping it'd be something that weak, something different, like I was with these stones. I can use these. Things can always be used, I guess, but it delays certain areas. So you complain, right? And if you want more sometimes, then you can complain too. Can help you out in that area. But I'm trying to go 50-50 in areas and not attack too much and try to help a little bit and show points. And so I've left that when it comes to that bag, and I'll be able to use it. That's the bigger one that I was talking about when I was trying to get these sizes. And they're like sort of too big, but they're good to do something nice and big. But I like things that are about this size and a little bit bigger than that when you get those mixtures. And I've been ordering different sizes to see what they were talking about. So I just get a little amount to see what the hands that they were showing from these sellers. That's what these are. These are mixtures. Certain ones, so I just get 100 grams because they go by weight, some of them up to a kilo. And I'll be like, well, what I'll do is I'll order small ones, definitely if they're on the average price, but you always roughly see it at that price, and go from there. And that's what these bags were, to find out what size they were. And they both showed 2 different sizes and differences, right? But check them out, they're about the same. Right? So that's how it rolls when it comes to the order and sector, and you can't go see it as well. So it's a good thing that it is cheaper and has these other little ups, but there's always downs to things too. And there's the $70 worth of value. Pretty much all this here and this, right? And I'm about to show all these crystals extras. All this is about $70, or just a little over, than just what was on eBay down here of raw. That's raw, 1 kilo raw, and 1 kilo of bag. Was $70, or $30 each, I think it was. And I had a bag like this. So that's the difference. So you got all that to all this kind as well added onto it, because I'm getting roughly quarter to just over a quarter, half price on a lot of things given to that area. Like Emma likes to play games, and so she's gone on the Temu game, and she able to get little rewards and bonuses when you play these games. And she got these for $1.
They give you the Temu game. It's just now and again. Like it just pops up in your cart.
Oh, this one. Oh, but you do play a Temu game, so I just got something.
Yeah, because if you add stuff to your cart now and again, when they start getting lower stock,
they give you a deal.
They'll just
I remember saying something like that, but you're talking about the games too. But she also plays a game that wins her prizes and gives her freebies and stuff. There you go.
I'm so close. We'll soon find out.
But there you go. Lucky I wanted to mention that with the person around that gave me the advice, you know. So there you go. So they come for $1. I got the mould. They call these the devil cats. It's the only mould that I can find at the moment on a quick search. Depends on what you type in, really, and how you locate things. But I got the one without the horns. It just has the third eye. So it doesn't look like a devil cat, because that's what I'm after. Just after a mould of cats. I'd like to put that easily into the features as I'm fading out of one thing, and I've learned how to use stones and how to use those things and all that. And when I want to do it, when I go to connect and travel and do those things, because I rather find things, I'm a finder to do that, than to buy. But I also wanted to show what we can do, we need to buy and all that. And that's why I'm just finishing off this study, what we're doing and what we buy and all that kind of stuff. Which is why I tell people, go knock yourselves out. Go become something. Use the materials. Don't do exactly the same as me, right? You can, but then you'll have to be doing what I'm doing and talk about the person. This is who I'm looking up to and rah. You can do that. Or you can try to copy and look like a fool that you're trying to be something that someone else is first and all that, right? Or you use it to help guide you in the way you want to make things. You go make eagles or something like that. I love eagles and stuff too. And you put it and see how you see things and collect things and how you can put it to your story. And that's what we're all here to connect to do. And I've got mine, and they'll have theirs. Right? And I've got mine, how the life I've had and been through, and they'll have their life, and it could be easier and quicker for them, could be slower. That's what we all had. It's all different, but we all head in different directions. Some will be singers, some will be dancers, some might do a little bit of both. You head what you feel that's good, and what makes you feel like you're heading the right direction, and that you can feel like you can keep moving. With me, you won't see me doing the same thing for too long. Isn't that right, Emma?
Yep.
Because I'm like a person to learn something, then move on. Right? You can't forget things over time, but when you go to remember it, and you need to in your life, you'll learn real quick, and that's the good thing about that. But there's always something I'm onto and doing at the moment, like everyone do with a job or something, that like keeps me happy, like changing jobs in a different direction when it comes to income. Right? And so here's some metal panels. Right? That one there isn't. But one of them should be aluminium, that one there. So no, I think it is. Oh no, it's plastic, this one. This one's a plastic one. But we've got some panels to put as like plaques, kind of thing, cheap and easy, and something that looks nice and fits in with the extra of your own. Helps you save time and effort and stuff like that, is why we have a lot of pre-assembled areas. See, in a lot of businesses, people go, I make stereos, and they make stereo, but they don't make the parts for it. Right? They get parts sent to them, and then they can pre-assemble. Right? And so I'm showing certain parts that we can use, or I can use, in my certain area as well. Budget, you can always go bigger, of course, that's easy. On a low budget of 40 to 80 to less than $100 a fortnight, depends, right? And what you can do in these areas and how much you can get. And these orders here are $40 orders. So you get at least order $40 on Teamag, and that's what you get, and they come in. In this one, it's mostly the cost of some crystals on this order, and some of these plates. So we got that one. This is a plastic one. This one here is a wooden one, and this one here is a tin one. Feels like it's plastic though, but it is tin. It looks like tin on the back of that one. It's got a plastic top on it. That's what it is. Feel, the layer, feel to it. But that one there is aluminium plating. I thought it would be more printed. Some of them are, but I think this one was a painted one. But I have some coming that are printed down like 3D plate ones. And you can get these from 80 cents up to $7, depends on what you want to get. These ones are just a couple of bucks. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there and get back into this sorting out to see what I got. So I'm all ready to, plus my health, to have what I need when I go to get it. And I'm slowing back on certain areas and picking up resources at the moment. Have a good one, and doing the study and these videos at the same time. What's this one here? Oh, and this one here is the fluorite. I forgot. So I got some more of this. Amethyst, same order, another same order, same price, slightly more priced. And this one here, they go down to really small, and I wasn't sure, and they had it sort of smallish to big, and I wanted to get a sample, so this is half kilo. And they're actually quite good. This is the size that I find perfect, because it has the small bits if you need them, and medium, and then not too big, where you use up all your weight. And you want to bring colour. Just try to open it up for a second. And this is the size of that. Yeah, pretty decent size. I don't know, it's not very shiny like that is, but anyway, you get that sort of one. There's something else is thrown in. But that's the size of them compared to my finger. See? My finger's a little dirty, sorry about that. Big epoxy gets in the corners. But I can hold that. So put a little bit of glue on it. When it gets too small, try to put glue on it. You only glue your own fingers and stuff, you know what I mean? But if you can hold it where you can go, put a bit of glue on it, you can go, and that's perfect when you can do that. And I got this for Millie's memorial. All this part is a part of a little bit of a memorial, and a few other ones too. I'm going to knock out a few of them all at once. And this piece down here with a few other bits, and I've got a couple more things to come. Yeah, I'm making some roses for it, and I've also got some of those petals, I think they were called, or lilies, lily flowers, I think they were. Those ones, I have to have a re-look. I'll look at a lot of stuff, so your mind gets a bit boggled to finish off that. And I got the wings, the puppy power wings, mould as well. And the devil cat one, as they call them. Couldn't find an all one, but they come up with this devil cat one with horns and all look. But this third one, it had 3 looks. Didn't look so devilish, looks quite normal through the third eye. Anyway, not like I don't mind the devil kind of thing. Everything has a balance, right? Everything's in its place, and everything can be more worse than what it needs to be. And so you have a connection, but it doesn't mean you'll be as bad as that or do as much as that and all that kind of stuff when it comes to those sectors. And that's all I've got to say about when it comes to the dark side, right, as some people would call it. There's everything for everything, and everything can go too far. There can be too much good and there can be too much bad. But getting in between is quite fine, and that's how actually most life works out there, as a balance to keep things that are pretty much, going to keep functioning forever. A balance means it'll always keep it's able to recycle. Right? Either other ways, it changes the difference and doesn't recycle. Right? So you can get more bigger recycle amount and too much and pain in the ass, flies everywhere, or you can have a balance of where your cycle is, and you've got to fit it to your people, and you've got to make sure that's your balance. It's one of your top priorities of culture and getting along. Right? Not technology. The bears go, meh, meh. And people look at things differently now, and not money. You got to make sure you have those things right. Otherwise, the technology, the money is not going to help you if you run out of food and water and all that kind of thing. It's going to take too long and you get starvation, which is what you see in history because they lost their way of priorities. Anyway, have a good one. And that'll be the first part you want to start at and get right before you get back into the culture thing. Or it might even be something to help you connect because you've lost so far. So there's little areas where you can help reconnect. Have a good one and see you later. Better say bye. Hey? Yeah? I just have a little feed time there, kitchen time. Yeah. See yous.